Hey, hello, and welcome to the Lisper Podcast. And look, I got a surprise for y'all. Well, it's not really going to be a surprise. Well, it is going to be a surprise because next episode, I'm going to have an intro. That's right, I'm going to have an intro because I was told in a way. I was told in a way that my introduction sucks. I was told in a way that the way I open up my podcast sucks ass. He tried to say it nicely, but he said it sucks ass. He said, "Don't open up our new podcast the way you open up your shit with that whole hello, blah, blah, blah." He said, "I lack energy." Me lacking energy, but he said what he said. It is what it is. His opinion is what his opinion. But since I value his opinion, next motherfucking episode, I'm gonna have a fucking introduction. Some music's gonna be playing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something with my rap song, whatever the fuck the case may be. You're gonna hear this shit. It's gonna be playing in the background, or I'm a I'm gonna get him to show me how to make it. So it could be in the video and on the audio, but the video y'all see it, but the audio y'all won't see it, but y'all hear it. Now I'll be rapping on it. It'll be written and produced and all of that shit performed and everything by me. That's coming. But until then, I'm going to keep saying, welcome to the Listener Podcast. Today is your host, Tyrone, and today's episode is called Movies of 2023. Now, I used to call it Top Movies of 2023. I used to call it Best and Worst of 2023. I used to call my movies episode at the end of the year that, but then I realized that I don't watch a lot of movies. I mean, I do. I do. I take that back. I watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of TV. I do watch a lot of shit, but I'm saying, in compared to how many movies is out there, because I be saying that shit, and then when I go top movies of the year, and it'd be like 150,000 motherfucking movies, and I only watch like 25 of them. So even though I feel like I watch a lot of movies, y'all be telling me hold my beer on that shit, because y'all be watching a whole bunch more movies, or y'all claim y'all watch them, or y'all lie about seeing them, and y'all didn't see them. But it is what it is. So I changed the title to Movies of 2023. That means that these are movies that I'm gonna talk about that I've seen, that I have an opinion on. And that's how I'm gonna break that down. But first, I'd like to introduce y'all to the co-host. Well, it's the co-host cousin, but I think he's gonna get the job. I think he's gonna get the job. I'm not gonna do my co-host like the Breakfast Club did Jeff Hilarious. You know what I mean? It's like I had a co-host, he kind of, me and him didn't, we had some disagreements. His cousin stepped in for him, and then his cousin's been performing, so I gave his cousin the job. I didn't give his cousin the job for a couple of weeks, couple of months, tell him he got the job, basically use and abuse him, and then fire his ass. Or not tell him he never had the job in the first place, or whatever. See, so I don't know what the Breakfast Club did to Just Hilarious, but me over here, I ain't do that. And if Jess ever want to come on the Listen podcast, she's welcome to come. She can't host the shit. And she better not try to take over my show, but she's welcome to come here and be a guest, and me, her, and the co-host, we get along just fine. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, let's get started. And I'm gonna start with, oh, they got the first movie up here, Oppenheimer. Yes, I saw Oppenheimer, and I thought Oppenheimer was an excellent film. Is it my favorite film of the year? I don't know, but it's an excellent film. But here's the reason why it's excellent to me. I don't know why it's excellent to other people, but to me it's excellent because I don't care about this shit. I'm not a motherfucking historian. I'm not a fucking war dude. I've been in the military, but I'm not a war dude. I'm not a historian. I'm not. I don't care about World War II. I'm not. I don't watch those war shows. I don't watch those shows about the atom bomb and all of that shit. So I didn't really want to see this shit. I didn't really want to see Oppenheimer, but people was like, "Oh, Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer, Oppenheimer," and I was like, you know what? You know what? I'm in this media. You know what? If I want to be getting care packages from these production companies, if I want to be going to some of these premieres, I gotta talk about what's the big time movies. I gotta talk about what other people are talking about. I gotta watch Straw Hat Goofy. I gotta watch The Joker. I gotta watch everybody who watches movies on these apps, and whatever they say, go do. I gotta watch Arena. You know what I'm saying? And all the people that put the movies and the shows out there on the shit. Um, so that's what I do. I start to watch them, and then when they start talking a lot about certain films, I go, damn, man, damn, I gotta watch this shit. And Jocelyn Danielle on TikTok, she's another one got me watching shit, and I appreciate it because some shit she got me watching actually panned out. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm listening to them and I'm watching shit, so I wanted to see Oppenheimer and me, and I was gripped. I was gripped. That acting was excellent. The story was a story that I thought I knew that I did not motherfucking know. And it's based off a true story. It might not be real, it might be fucked up, but it's just, I was intrigued. I was enticed by a World War II story. I was enticed by an atom bomb story. You know what I mean? I was enticed by the shit. And so if Oppenheimer can entice me to watch something that I don't give a fuck about and actually pay money to see that shit. Yeah, so I put Oppenheimer up there. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I put it up there. Okay, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Y'all didn't like it. I heard a lot of people say they didn't like it, but I'm trying to understand why, because Fast and Furious made 10 motherfucking movies, okay? And y'all talking shit about the Mission Impossible. First of all, this Mission Impossible movie was well acted. Second of all, the action was out of sight, out of this world, out of mind, fucking bullshit. But we know it's bullshit. Like, you don't watch a Mission Impossible movie and think it was going to be Mission Easy. And y'all sitting there criticizing this film by going, oh, that's impossible. No shit. It's in the title. Impossible. It's in the title. It's in the title. So what is the shit y'all talking about? Yeah, the plot's crazy. All over the place don't make sense. Yeah, the action don't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But this is Mission Impossible. This is Tom Cruise and the Mission Impossible team, right? They them boys, Ethan and them, they them boys, right? They've been trained to do this. They've been doing this their whole time. They trained in espionage, FBI shit, all kinds of shit. Costumes, the disguises. They is trained in every fucking aspect of all the fucking shit that they're doing. And y'all like, oh, this shit is crazy. This shit is impossible. This shit corny as fuck. But y'all watch Fast and Furious about motherfucking race car mechanics and drag racers that's fucking doing Mission Impossible shit. That ain't trained. That ain't got no training. That ain't, you know what I mean? So make it make fucking sense, people. That movie was good as shit as far as Mission Impossible film is concerned. Now, is Mission Impossible going to win Oscars? No. Is it going to win Film of the Year? No. Is it ever going to make a Best Movie of the Year list? No, but they ain't trying to. They're just trying to entertain folks, and I was very much, are you not entertained? Because I was entertained like a motherfucker. So Mission Impossible is a good movie. Killers of the Flower Moon. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see it. It's Martin Scorsese, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, and I kept going in my head going, I'm gonna go see Killers of the Flower Moon. I kept saying it. Never got around to it. Still might see it though. But just never got around to it. But anyway, I'm gonna skip that one. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know that this movie's not gonna get high rankings with me. I like the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I like them. Interesting films, good animation. Everything y'all say that y'all love about these movies is great. Y'all is correct. And still, all in all, I can't put it up there. I can't rank it high. I can't like be like, damn, that was my shit. I can't do it. I like it. I watched it more than once. And I like the controversy it caused with people saying that Miguel was racist and all the racial undertones, and they said Gwen was maybe bisexual or gay or something. I liked all that shit. I liked the fucking drama that came afterwards. I like the ratchetness about everybody fighting over it. I like the bullshit that went on TikTok about this shit. I mean, I was in it. I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? I was in all of that shit. But as far as like me saying like this movie could make a top 10 list for me, I don't. Nope. And for far as people putting this like putting the Across the Spider-Verse thing in the upper echelons of the fucking of the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Marvel films or Disney, no. I can't do that. Maybe I don't like cartoons. Well, yeah, I love cartoons, but you know what I mean? Maybe I don't like cartoons to be taken that seriously over real life motherfucking movies. I don't know. But Across the Spider-Verse just didn't do it for me. I mean, it did it for me because it did everything that y'all saying it did, but y'all was elated by it. And I was just like, oh, this is nice. You know what I mean? So that's that on that. Oh, the next movie is the Barbie movie. Now, as a grown motherfucking black man in America, why in the fuck would you think that I would ever decide to watch this motherfucking movie? I was like, ain't no fucking way. I don't care how good anybody says it is. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how they rock and roll. I'm not about to watch no Barbie movie. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Margot Robbie. She's sexy as shit. Yeah, I'll take her home. Yeah. Do I want to watch her play Barbie? No, the fuck I don't. I really don't. But then something happened. Something happened. Because usually, most of the time, 8 out of 10 days, I say, fuck them kids. I do. I say, fuck them kids. And I mean that. I mean that. Y'all get sensitive. Y'all is too sensitive about these children. Okay? Y'all too sensitive about these children. Y'all don't know what kids do. You know what I mean? Y'all might have one child, and y'all can deal with y'all one child. But when you got 4, 5, 6 of them motherfuckers running around, all of them doing different shit. Some of them is teenagers, and you wondering why a teenager is doing certain shit. Some of them is younger and they got a mouth of an adult. Like kids just take you to these things where you say, fuck them kids. I don't mean fuck them like for real, fuck them like I'm not gonna take care of them. Them motherfuckers eat dinner. They got a roof over their head. They got hot water to wash their ass. They got soap and shit. They can brush their teeth, sisters. They got toothbrushes. You know what I mean? They got stuff to sustain their livelihood. They got clothes and sneakers. They get gifts. They go on trips. They go to amusement parks and shit. I do shit with them. You know what I mean? I play with them. We have fun. We do things. But most of the time, fuck them kids. And I mean that. I mean that. And I say it all the time. And this was an instance where I was like, fuck them kids. But my daughter said, Dad, I really want to see the Barbie movie, and I really want you to watch it with me. I said, what the fuck? He said, yeah, Dad, I really want you to watch it with me. Come on, Dad. But Dad. I got tired of hearing this shit. Fuck you. I'm not watching the Barbie movie, but I got tired of hearing this shit, right? So, because I love them. I love my daughter. I said, all right, Kobe. All right. Fuck it. I'll watch the Barbie movie. And man, sometimes loving them kids pays the fuck off because that shit right here. This shit right here was for my niggas in the streets. And I meant that. I meant that. Like we thought Barbie wasn't for the niggas, but Barbie was for everybody. That shit popped. That shit really popped. It was well acted. The people in there was very good looking, you know what I mean? Even the weird Barbie. I saw Issa Rae in there. Issa Rae is president, black president Barbie. What the fuck you talking about, Issa Rae? Hey girl, you the black president Barbie. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Nicer than Michelle Obama. Now look, don't hate. I ain't hating on Michelle Obama, but if I had to choose between a black woman president and it was Issa Rae or Michelle Obama, get the fuck out of here. Issa Rae all day. I mean, I ain't taking it back. I'm standing on it. I'm not taking it back. Mm-hmm. But it was cool. It was cool. It played on like the sexism. It played on like the man. It's a man's world. It played on like that the fact that the Barbie world was like fake as fuck because they was just playing with Barbies and like the water wasn't real. You didn't have to walk nowhere. The cars, everything, like all of the shit. It made it seem like kids was actually really playing with Barbies. And then the weird Barbie, and that bitch smelled like basement. Yo, that was the best part. It was like, she smelled like basement. I'm like, yo, that bitch do smell like basement. You know what smell like basement is. Don't even try it. Y'all know that fucking basement smell. Like you got a hand-me-down toy that somebody found, they was cleaning out the attic or something, and they gave it to you. That's that shit. But I'm telling you, I had so much fun watching Barbie. The only thing I didn't like, and don't take this the wrong way, I didn't like America Ferrera. And I'll tell you why. And I'm not body shaming. I'm not really body shaming. I'm just saying this is my personal opinion, preference. I'm not trying to body shame America Ferrera. I like her as an actress and all that, but I just think some people are meant to be a little bit fatter than what they want to be. I guess. I don't know how to say it. I just know that for me, her new look, although that's maybe what she wants to be, although that may be more healthy for her, although I'm happy for her if that's her weight loss journey or her weight journey or her body journey or whatever. But for me, it's just like, no, man, I like you a little bit more chubbier. I liked her a little bit more. Like she just, I don't know, it's something weird. And I can't get over it because I guess it's not even the body thing. I guess it's just that I'm so used to seeing her a little bit chubby that it's weird. It's like Jonah Hill, skinny Jonah Hill didn't didn't work for us. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Skinny Jonah Hill didn't work for y'all. So don't be mad just because it's a girl now that we can say, oh, it's a double standard now. Because y'all always talking shit about Jonah Hill being skinny. So I can talk shit about America Ferrera being skinny. And she just didn't bring to the movie what I wanted her to bring to the film. You know what I mean? I didn't want her to seem like, I wanted her to seem more like she was in it. And she didn't. Like, the daughter was more important than her. Barbie was more important than her. Ken was more important than her. Even Alan. I even had a better time seeing Alan on the screen than her. You know what I mean? And Alan was kind of funny. And it's funny because I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is Alan? I didn't even know they made an Alan doll. They made an Alan doll to be one of Ken's friends, and it didn't work out. So they just kind of like only like threw him away. And so that's why I was only one island in the whole fucking thing, but it was a whole bunch of fucking kids, you know what I mean? But either way, I'm glad that my daughters convinced me to watch Barbie because I love Barbie, the movie. Now, John Wick Chapter 4. Well, I'm going to say something about John Wick, and I may seem crazy or whatever. I could not have an opinion on John Wick 4. Because I cannot have an opinion on John Wick at all, because I've never, ever in my life watched a John Wick film. I know. Don't that seem crazy? Don't that sound wild? And I always talk about John Wick movies because I always watch parts of it. I always watch fight scenes from it. I always watch snippets from it. I always see some of it when it's on HBO or something, but I've never actually finished one. I've never actually watched it from beginning to end. I don't actually know John Wick's story. I know about the dog. I know some shit. I know he Captain Kick-Ass, you know what I mean? But I've never actually, like dived into that world or like followed that story all the way. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, so John Wick 4 was not a watch for me, and I don't have nothing to say about it. Now, Air was a good movie because but I mean, if you got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Viola Davis doing something, it's gonna be good. I'm pretty sure they are secure in what they do. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, if they collaborate and they are secure in what they do, Viola Davis was great, and I'm glad that this story didn't really revolve around Mr. Jordan, because I was like, I didn't want to see it at first. I was like, I don't want to see another Michael Jordan story. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan is oversaturating us again, just like when he was in the NBA. I'm sick of his shit. I'm sick of his sneakers. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of the Jordan debates. I want this man not to die, but just go away. Just be away. And they just keep finding a way to put Jordan back in our faces, put Michael Jordan back in our lives. And they don't understand that Michael Jordan was traumatizing to some folks. That man was traumatizing to me. Okay, when he was playing in the NBA, I did not want him to win, especially when they beat the Lakers. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. So I don't really like Michael Jordan, but I enjoy Air. I thought it was well acted. I thought it was well written. I liked the fact that it wasn't like Jordan eccentric. You know what I mean? It was a good movie. So Air gets my vote. Past Lives. Didn't watch it. Ain't gonna lie, and everybody keeps telling me to watch it. And Past Lives is on my list. It's on my list to watch, but as far as right now is concerned, I didn't watch it. Are you there, guy? It's me, Margaret. Yep. I watched this movie because I watch all movies that are pubescent films because they tend to be very good. And a lot of these pubescent film movies tend to capture real emotions, real feelings, and real things that these children be going through as teenagers. You know what I mean? And a lot of adults need to watch a lot more of these because a lot of adults don't understand what their teenage children are going through. They think that their daughter's just being an asshole for no reason. They think that like a lot of their issues and a lot of their things that these motherfuckers get emotional about, it's like corny shit, like shit that we as adults can easily deal with when it's not. You know what I mean? There's a lot that goes on in the teenage life. So I like watching these movies because I like to see actually, what happens in the teenage life. Like Juno. She became pregnant, her mom and dad, people was like, damn, Juno got pregnant. They think like a teenage pregnancy. They think like, oh, you out here fucking, you know what I mean? And that's what they think. Oh, you out here fucking, you out here being nasty. And Juno got pregnant on some some real dumb shit accident. You know what I mean? But shit like that happens to teenagers. You know what I mean? It don't sound good. Don't sound like you can explain it, but it happens to teenagers. And this was good. And this almost made me go read the book. I was like, ain't this a book? I was like, ain't this a book? Ain't this an adaptation of like a Judy Blume joint? So I was like, yeah, I know. I remember Judy Blume. She was writing like Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing, something like that. I know Judy Blume, and I was like, I'm gonna read this Judy Blume book, but I didn't read the book. I watched the movie. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie, and it drew me to the book. But no, not gonna do it. I'm not trying to discourage reading. I'm just saying that reading ain't for me. It's fundamental for you motherfuckers, but I don't want to. Holdovers didn't watch. Everybody said it was good. I may watch it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I'ma just be probably the only person that went out on a limb to say, I liked it. It was fun, but nah. It was fun, but nah. I enjoyed it, but nah. I like it, but nah. That's how I feel about it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I enjoyed it, but you know what I heard about it, what I was told about it, how I wanted to feel about it didn't happen. None of those things didn't happen. You know, they just didn't. I appreciated that it was acted by real teenagers. I appreciated that it felt more like they was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For real. I appreciate all of the animation and everything that they said was good, but yeah, I could live without it. You know, it ain't my favorite movie of the year, but you know, it was good. It was good. We could say it was a good film. Megan. Megan. No fucking way. Megan might be the worst movie of the year. I don't know what the fuck made anyone think that this was good. Like, this movie was fucking terrible. The little girl was annoying. The main actress was fucking annoying. The doll wasn't menacing at all, for real. She wasn't menacing. She wasn't scary. And then at the end of the day, Megan ain't really do shit. The fuck did Megan do? She did her little dance thing, little fucking Megan dance. She ripped the ear off of some dumb shit. Megan didn't really do much of nothing. She kind of like played a little like bully bitch on a little girl a little bit. At the end, she turned into like a fake ass Terminator robot that fucking thing. But for real, in reality, Megan didn't even do shit. You know what I mean, it wasn't no good kills, wasn't no good scares. It wasn't really no good moments in this movie. And the acting, you know, I could live without. I could almost care less. So no, Megan's not making any list of mine as far as like good now. Megan can make worse movies of 2023 list for sure, but y'all liked it. Y'all liked it, but to each his own. But I don't know why y'all like this shit. I don't know. Y'all just, I mean, I guess the horror genre, y'all seem to think is so bad that we have to fucking put up with shit like this. Or was it because it was a doll, and so they want to like attract some teenage kids, but they didn't want to make it too vicious? I don't know what the fuck happened with this movie, but I'm telling you right now, Megan does not make my list, and I'm sticking to that. I don't give a fuck what nobody feel about it. What else? Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Now, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is another movie that was excellent because I don't watch that fantasy shit. I'm not a fantasy dude. I'm not into like Dungeons and Dragons and magic and witchcraft. I never watched the fucking what's it called? Game of Thrones. I never watched that Game of Thrones shit. I'm not involved in that world. I'm not involved in the universe. I don't watch no shit like this. But once again, Ronnie Rome, Lisper, everything that I am, love the kids. I say fuck them. Fuck them kids. I say it, but I love them. Do I love them? They in my heart. They in my soul, my mind, my body, my spirit. And so when Alex was like, I want to see Dungeons and Dragons with his goofy ass, with his Minecraft playing goofy ass, was like, I want to see Dungeons and Dragons. I was like, okay, we'll go. We'll go. Get me a soda and some popping corns, and I'll go with you. But you know, I need a soda and some popping corns, maybe some nachos, and I'll go with you to go see this movie. Mm-hmm. And I went, and I was happy than a mother. I had planned on going to sleep. I was like, I'm just gonna eat my popping corns and go to sleep, but I couldn't because the movie was good. I was laughing. I was invested. I was like watching it. I was taken aback a couple of times. I was like, hold on. If I'm missing out, if I got to go watch some Game of Thrones or something, like what the fuck is going on? Because that movie was so good. It was well acted. It was funny. It was entertaining. It had everything that I love. I mean, it wasn't no fucking, you know. I like killing, cussing, fucking, but I can understand it's a fantasy movie, so I didn't expect it to be killing, cussing, fucking in it. I would have liked to see some fucking in it though, because what's the girl's name? Damn, I can't think of her name that quick. I had her name right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of her name. But y'all know what I'm talking about. My dirty boo. You know, the Fast and the Furious kick. Y'all know it. I gotta look it up now. Oh, Michelle Rodriguez. It came back to me. Came back. Michelle Rodriguez was in this movie. So yeah, of course, if Michelle Rodriguez is in this movie, in any movie, I would like to see some fucking, that's the Teddy or something. Like, Michelle, come on, Michelle. Next movie, I need you to fuck in it. Not for real. Don't, hey, y'all, I'm just playing. These is jokes. I mean, I would like to see her get busy in a film because she is an attractive, sexy woman, and what man wouldn't? But I'm just saying, I'm not trolling. I don't know her. She don't know me. Like, come on, man. All right, I think back. Strike that last remark. Cancel culture don't like it. They don't like it. So we're gonna strike that last remark, but y'all know what? Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. So we're gonna let that go. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that movie. As a matter of fact, I might be able. I'm going down this list, and I might be able to say that Dungeons and Dragons was my favorite movie of the year. It might be. I don't remember. When I see the movie that is the favorite, I might say it. Talk to Me. I tried to watch it and I couldn't finish it. I'm not that kind of horror guy. I'm a slasher film guy. I don't like creepy horror shit. It's kind of boring to me. It's kind of like I don't get creeped out very easily. So that shit is for people who get creeped out or people who in the ghost or something. I don't know. But Talk to Me didn't. Yeah, I'm a slasher guy. So Talk to Me wasn't gonna be my shit. And like I said, a movie is good if it can convince me to watch shit that I don't watch. Talk to Me didn't talk to me. You see what I did there? No, but Talk to Me didn't convince me to watch it, dude. Yeah, it wasn't. It just didn't work. All right, let's see what else here. I don't know what that is. I ain't even gonna comment on it. I don't know what that is. I ain't even gonna comment on it. Creed 3. Creed 3, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't watching shit. But I will comment on it. I will make a comment about Creed 3. I will. Creed 3, people say was good. People liked it. People was like, damn, Michael B. Jordan's the shit. People was like, damn, Jonathan Majors, he did that. He did that. Tessa Thompson did that. Yeah. I don't find it believable in any way whatsoever. I think that Creed 3 is an extension of Creed, which is an extension of Rocky, which is garbage. That's right. I said it. Y'all can go back to my podcast episodes and y'all can see all the reasons why I said that the Rocky films are garbage. And then Creed is garbage, and then y'all get 3, y'all do more Creeds, and y'all don't include Sylvester Stallone. Rocky's not in it. Rocky don't have nothing to do with this shit no more. Like my man just said, fuck Rocky after that. He got his money, he got rich, he got, became Creed. Now it's like fuck Rocky and all that. So yeah, I had no interest. When I found out Sylvester Stallone was gonna be involved, that was it. And I don't even like the Rocky franchise at all. I talk mad shit about it. I stand on the fact that the Rocky franchise is garbage, but at least I did see those things. Creed have lost me. There will never be a time where I'll ever watch anything that ever came from the Rocky franchise again. And I didn't watch Creed 3, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not ashamed about it. It's not on my watch list. Maybe one day in the middle of the night, if it's on HBO or something, I might just be like, you know what, fuck it, I might check it out. But for the most part, I had no intention of watching this film. And that's that. So we can move on. Let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. Okay, I don't know what still is. Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1, I did not watch it yet. I didn't watch it yet. Okay, I did not watch that yet. But I am going to watch Godzilla -1. I am going to watch that. I plan on watching that film. I just haven't gotten around to it because it's not that important to me. You know how a movie comes out and it's important to you, and you make sure you go see it. Godzilla -1 just not. It was not that. So I'm not I'm not enthusiastic about it. I'm not rushing to the theaters to go see it. I'm not. I mean, if it comes on streaming, when it does, I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm definitely going to check it out. I've heard good things about it. I do like monster movies, something like that, like Godzilla, Kong. You know, I'm into that shit. So I am going to check it out. I just had it, and it just wasn't. It's not like major enough for me to like be enthusiastic about checking it out right away. May, December. May December is such a good film, but it's also such a bad film that it's wild to me. Because you can easily say that May December is like one of the best films of the year, and you can easily say that May December is like one of the worst films of the year. It's like it's crazy because okay, so you got Natalie Portman, right, and you got Julianne Moore, right, and they're excellent, and I do mean excellent. They are excellent in this film. They play them roles to a T. You ain't gonna find better acting in the movie this year, probably. But the movie itself is fucking weird as fuck, and I just don't. It just bothers. It's troublesome. It's troublesome because Natalie Portman is playing a woman who's going to be playing a woman in a film, and the woman that she's going to be portraying in the film is a woman that was charged with grooming and sexually assaulting a 13-year-old boy. But the 13-year-old boy and the woman ended up getting married and being married for 25 years and having children and all that. And so Natalie Portman comes to like do like what is it called? Character research. She comes to do character research on it, and she ends up like just like invading a space like a little bit too much. Like I was like getting uncomfortable. I was like, why is Natalie? Why is she here, bitch? Like you was coming to do character. You did your interviews. You talked to the ex-husband and new husband. You talked to the kids a little bit. The fuck is you doing now? You know what I mean? And she was doing too much. And then later on, we realized that the woman that was accused of the grooming and the 13-year-old man, boy that's now a grown man, and the ex-husband, and we find out that all of these people in the 25 years have not discussed anything. None of these people have come to terms with the situation at all. It's like now this movie is bringing out all of these feelings and all of these emotions and all of this bullshit that happened all of them years ago. Now y'all want to talk about it. But y'all do realize that she went to prison. Y'all do realize she got out. Y'all do realize that she got married to this man. Y'all do realize that she has children that's graduating the same day and the same graduation as her grandchildren. You know what I mean? You know, she's got a son that's older than her husband. And I ain't saying nothing wrong with that, but the circumstances of which that occurred was wrong. You see what I'm saying? If you meet a younger woman in your older age, but she's still a woman, that's different. If you meet a young man in your older age, but he's still a man, that's different. But this was a 13-year-old boy when they started, giving the hippity dippity. And then for her to be in the mental state of saying, "Hey, I didn't groom you. You sexually assaulted me." She basically was telling him that he was aggressive. And he was like, "Bitch, I was 13 years." So the movie is very discomforting. It's very disturbing. It's very fucked up. It's very weird. And depending on which side of your mindset that you're on, it could be your favorite film of the year or it could be your least favorite film of the year. For me, it's up there. I like that shit. I like discomfort. I like being disturbed when I'm watching a film, and I like the acting in it. So for me, May December was a good ass movie. But for a lot of people, May December, I can see why it wouldn't be on your list. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now look. I'm not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why. I should be. Their video game was awesome. Their movies are pretty decent, but I'm just not. They're just not my favorite thing. They're not my favorite thing in the MCU, but I will admit. I had a lot of fun watching this movie. I will admit that I laughed. I will admit that I enjoyed it. And I also will admit that I did not cry about Rocket Raccoon's story. It wasn't as sad as y'all motherfuckers was trying to make it. Like at the end of the day, they was animals. At the end of the day, he is a fucking raccoon. And for the animal lovers, Peter, all y'all motherfuckers like that. I'm not hating. I love animals. I love animals too. I'm not gonna abuse them. I'm not gonna kill them, and not feeding my mom's motherfucking dog when I go over there. You know what I mean? We eat steak together. I give him the gristle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an animal hater, but at the same time, I don't have that much sympathy for Rocket Raccoon to be crying up in that bitch. And I don't know why y'all thought that enemy. What was his name? The what was his name? I don't even know his name, but I don't know why y'all thought that him as the villain was so terrible. The Grand Proclamator, I don't know, Grand Proclamator, whatever that motherfucker name was. I don't know why y'all thought that he was so great as the villain. He was cool, but y'all, man, y'all put him on a pedestal. Y'all was like, oh, he was better than Kang. They fucked up. He was the best MCU villain. They always talking about this man, comparing him on levels with Thanos and all kinds of dumb shit. And I was just like, calm down, fall back. He abused some little animals. So I guess y'all love the animals is more important than y'all love the humans. I mean, Thanos wiped out half, not even humans, everything. Thanos wiped out half of the motherfucking galaxy. And this dude abused a couple of animals, and y'all put that on the same level? Like, what the fuck is going on? So, no. I mean, I liked the movie. It was fun to watch. I had fun watching it. I enjoyed it. But it's Guardians of the Galaxy. So is it like fucking top tier? It's top tier for a Marvel film. It's top tier for a comic book film. Is it top tier for a movie of the year? No. It might make the list though. It might make my top 10 list because as I'm going through these movies of the year, I'm not seeing a lot that's going to like nothing's taking me over the top here. Nothing's going bang it. There it is. There it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it can make the top 10, but it's not. It's not what y'all said it is. That's for sure. Let's see what else. When Evil Lurks, I watched it. I don't like it. I don't care about it. Taylor Swift, the tour, the Eras tour. Now I know technically that's not a movie, but that shit pop. I ain't gonna lie, that shit pop. That shit pops. I don't care because guess what? Guess what? I don't even fuck with Taylor Swift like that. I don't even like her like that as far as the artist is concerned. But man, that bitch put on a show, don't she? And I'm saying bitch as nice as I can say bitch. You know what I mean, I don't mean it like that. I mean, that young lady, I'm gonna say that young lady, Taylor Swift puts on a motherfucking show. Dog. I was like, oh, I was shoot after I watched that shit, I had to shake it off. I did. I had to shake it off. I was like, am I a Swiftie? Am I a Swiftie? And I just watched it because one night I'm laying there and I'm bored as fuck. And I'm just like, you know what? And I saw this thing on I don't know what it was on. I think my sister got this app that I ain't gonna put it out there. I don't know if that's hacking. I don't know if it's legal or not, but I'm just saying. I watched this on an app that so I can watch it at home on the TV. And yeah, I was in there like dancing a little bit, getting my bop on. You know what I mean? I was in there like, okay, player. And she ain't bad to look at. I ain't gonna lie, Taylor Swift ain't bad to look at. Where'd she get ass from? They ain't Megan Thee Stallion now. Fall back. I'm not saying she got that Megan Thee Stallion going on, but she had a little nice little rumpa dumper. I was like, okay, Taylor, I ain't know you. I thought you was flat in the back. And I'm not body shaming. I'm saying what real men say. Men look at ass, man. We look at ass. We do. We check that ass out. We check out them body yada yaddies. And I'm just saying, Taylor Swift got a little bit more going on back there than I thought. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I watched this and I enjoyed the shit out of it. You know what I mean? It was that was a banging ass idea for Miss Taylor to make that, put that into a film. So that was good. Let's see. I don't see any more movies on this list. So let me okay, those was those movies. Let me see. I'm gonna go to another John, see if it's a list of some more movies. That was not all the movies of 2023. I know that for a fact. Okay. Let's see. Top 2023 picks. Let's look at that list. Rustin. I don't know what that is. Pain Hustlers. Pain Hustlers was a good movie. I don't know if a lot of people saw that. I saw it. I think I saw it on Netflix or something. I got all the apps. So I'll be watching shit on the app. So if I get the app wrong, I'm sorry. But Pain Hustlers was a good ass fucking movie. That you just don't know, man. And all these conspiracy theories about pills, all these conspiracy theories about medicine and all of that shit. And you just be like, I'm astounded by the things that people are allowed to get away with and make money on the and like live off it and chips. You know what I mean? So if you interested in something like that, you can watch Pain Hustlers. It's a good movie. Saltburn. I keep saying I'm gonna watch Saltburn. I keep saying it. Every time I see it, I say I'm gonna watch this shit. I'm gonna watch this shit. But Saltburn is something that I feel like I gotta watch when I'm in my watching mode. Like Saltburn is not a movie I can watch when I'm just sitting down bullshit. You know, because I watch a lot of shit when I'm just sitting down bullshit. Just be sitting down, I just like, yo, I'm gonna turn on something. I turn on some bullshit, and I be doing that. But every time I say I plan on watching Saltburn, I want to watch it like for real. I want to watch it like analyze it. I want to watch it like see what's really going on with it. And so I really haven't had. Sorry, I really haven't had that time, and so that's why I haven't watched Saltburn. But I will watch it, and if you go on my TikTok, I will say something about it after I'm done watching it. You know what I mean? After I'm done watching it, I will say something about it. Um Leave the World Behind. Leave the World Behind, I'll tell you something about that movie. I want to leave that motherfucking movie behind. I want to leave my time behind that I spent to watching. I was so mad because I like Julia Roberts. I like Ethan Hawke. I like the black boy. I'm not even gonna try to say his name. I like him. He got a name that I can't say, but I like him. I like that movie. You know? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I did not like that movie. Was the acting good? Was Julie Roberts good? Yes. Was Ethan Hawke good? Yes. Was Marsha Roberts Shalala? Marsha Shabala? Marsha Shala? Mahershala? Mahershala Ali. That's it. Mahershala Ali was good in it. But the movie stank. That movie sucked. That movie did nothing. Everybody talked about how good it was. Everybody talked about conspiracy theories. Everybody talked about race relations. Everybody talked about everything, and everybody talked about the end of the world and all this shit that was supposed to be so emphatic in this movie. And yeah, it was race relations shit that happened in this movie. Yeah, it was some end of the world shit that might happen in this movie. Yeah, it was some shit that happened in this movie. And the only thing I was interested in was this little girl gonna get to finish friends? That was the most exciting part of this movie for me was this little girl going to get to finish friends? Because everything they set up didn't pan out. Not to me anyway. Yeah, I saw New York blowing up. Why the fuck was New York blowing up? We don't know. Kevin Bacon was in it. He was good in it too. He had all these theories, but he didn't never explain nothing. The black boy Meshara Ali was trying to explain shit, but he didn't. He was. I thought he was involved, but he wasn't involved in shit. He ain't really know. His daughter was a little bitchy. She was cute, but she was a little bitchy. You know what I mean? And she was mad that the young boy was checking her out. Yeah, he's the young boy. You out here in bikinis and shit, looking fine with your caramel skin. Of course, the young boy was checking you out. What you mad about, B? What you mad about? Of course he took pictures of you. Of course he was doing something with them pictures. Yeah, I mean, of course he was. Of course he was. All he had. The Wi-Fi didn't work. He didn't have Pornhub. He saw a sexy girl that he couldn't get with. His little thing, you know what I mean? He had an issue. He couldn't go to Pornhub because the internet didn't work. So he took a picture of you. He took a screenshot, put it on his phone. Of course he got busy with it. I mean, I don't. You see how bad this movie was when the highlight of the movie is a little perverted young boy that's not really perverted because he's a young boy taking a picture of a girl so he can go in his room and get busy with it. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the highlights of the film. The other highlight of the film is that the little girl was obsessed with Friends. She didn't give a fuck about what was going on in the world. She just wanted to know what happened at the end of Friends. She was so concerned with Ross and Rachel. And even the brother said, he said, why are you so concerned with these fake motherfucking people? And she was just like, I love them. And he was like, oh shit, what's this weirdo little bitch? But you know what I mean? But anyway, that was the highlight of the film for me. So no, I don't want to watch that movie again. I didn't even want to bring it up. But I had to so I could talk bad about it. Bottoms. You know what? Bottoms is one of those movies that you just watch to watch. And if you watch it on a late night with some get right, it's okay. It's okay. But who thought that anything that had Marshawn Lynch in it was going to be good? Who thought that? Who would think that anything that had Marshawn Lynch in it was really going to be a real good movie? You know what I mean? We knew that Bombers was just going to be a dumbass film, and that's what it was. Like, come on, man! Like, y'all knew it was going to be dumb. I don't know if anybody thought it was going to be good. And like I said, if you watched it just for fun, you would enjoy it. If you watched it looking for like a good movie, then you played your own self. You know what I mean? You played your own self. I watched it. I had fun watching it, but it ain't good. It's not good at all. And I stand on that. But you can go ahead and check it out if you want. You might have fun, but I'm just saying, do it on a late night with some get right. Okay, don't just go sit down and just go watch it and think like it's gonna be cool. The Hunger Games, the snakes and the poisonous snakes or whatever the snakes is, the Ballad of the Snaky shit. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that. I'm not a Hunger Games dude. I mean, I've seen the Hunger Games films now. Don't get me wrong. I've seen the Hunger Games films. I think they're cool, but I wasn't invested enough to see this one. And my daughters, I think they lost interest because I saw all of the Hunger Games films because my daughters used to read the Hunger Games books, and I saw the other Hunger Games films based on them reading the Hunger Games books. But they weren't interested in this to make me go see it, and I wasn't interested enough to go. So, so I didn't see that movie. And the funny part is, I don't think a lot of people saw that movie because I didn't hear much about it. I didn't hear much about that movie in the media. I didn't hear about how much money it made, how much it didn't make. I don't know if it flopped, if it did good. I guess it flopped because nobody's talking about it. So I think The Hunger Games was a terrible movie. I'm gonna just go off the limb and say that the movie was bad. I'm gonna go off the limb and say that that movie flopped because I heard nothing about it. So yeah, Hunger Games, flizz out, terrible movie. That's what I'm gonna say because if it was good, motherfuckers would have been talking about it for real. I would have at least known if it was good or not. The Marsh King's Daughter. I like that movie. I like The Marsh King's Daughter. And the crazy part about that is I do not like Daisy Ridley. I don't know what it is. I don't know if her being in the Star Wars thing, if her playing Rey just put a bad taste in my mouth or whatever. But I don't like her as an actress. I'm not interested in her. Like she don't move the needle for me. You know what I mean? But she was good in this. And I like that movie. I like the fact that, her dad, it was crazy, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Her daddy had kidnapped her mom way back in the day, kept her in he kept her in the jungle, And so he fucked around, had a baby with her, and then the baby grew up, and he kept the baby in the jungle too. And he was like the big time, like the Marsh King was like big time fucking criminal dude or whatever, and everybody was like scared of him. He was this guy, and then she got grown, she got away, but she had to go back. She had to go back, and everything that she knew about surviving in the jungle gave her all of her skills to go back and survive again and fuck some shit up. And it was good. It was believable. Actually, it wasn't like other movies that like make it unbelievable when you see like Captain Kick-Ass be a girl. But this was kind of believable. I really enjoyed that film. I recommend watching it. Oh, let's see what else. Joyride. Joyride. I mean, Joyride was what it was. I mean, was it The Hangover? No. But was it like the New House Party? No. It's somewhere in the middle. It's between the New House Party and Hangover. It wasn't that terrible, but it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. It wasn't enjoyable. Yes. Did it have some funny movies? Funny movies. Did it have some funny moments? It definitely had some funny moments. It made me laugh and jiggle and wiggle just a little. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? But it wasn't good enough. Is it going to be in my top 10 of comedies, anything? No. But is it worth watching? Yeah, it's worth watching. You can check it out. You're not going to be mad about it. If you go watch Joyride, you're not going to be mad. And it was some good acting in it. And the story was kind of cute and funny. You know what I mean? It just didn't make it to where I think they were trying to go. It wasn't as good as what I think that they thought it was going to be. Wish came out. And guess what? Guess what? I don't have to watch Wish. Because fuck them kids, even though I love them, but fuck them. But Bahia is 8, right? She's 8, but she's not into that Disney Pixar fucking world of shit. Like I could put it on and she might watch it, but she's not enthusiastic about it. She's not like a movie kid. And my other kids don't care. My other kids don't care to see that shit. So when I see like Disney Pixar movies coming out, I always think about Bahia. Like, do Bahia want to watch it? Do Bahia want to watch it? Because she's 8, but she ain't into that. She ain't into that. She want to watch. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna keep it low. She likes killing cousin fucking. I ain't gonna lie. Bahia is almost like an adult. She wants to watch shit that I be watching. And I be telling her, like, get out of here, Bahia. You can't watch this. You know what I mean? Go away. But I don't know. She likes like grown stuff. And I try to protect her from it as much as I can. But they like cartoon stuff, like kitty little stuff, is kind of like doesn't register with her brain, you know. So I know what kind of I can't wait. I can't wait till Bahia turns 16, 17, 18 years old. Bahia start getting grown. Me and her gonna be at the motherfucking movies because I already know she gonna be on my tight time with these films. She can't right now, but yeah, KFC is definitely gonna be on deck with Bahia, and I can't wait. But for now, I didn't watch Wish because I didn't have to watch Wish, and Wish is not something that I have to, you know, not something that I would watch because why? Um, what else did they clone? They clone Tyrone didn't come out in 2023. I don't think. I think it came out late 2022, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, I wanted to bring that film up because everybody's talking about that film being so great, that film being so amazing, that film, you know, making people think and all of this shit. And I'm just like, no. I was just like, no. I'm just like, no. They Clone Tyrone is not it. It's not it at all. There's nothing in it to make me go, yeah, this was a good movie. It's cute. It's a little bit funny. Yeah, there's some funny moments, but y'all were acting like that shit was amazing, and that shit ain't even nowhere near amazing. Matter of fact, I put that shit on the lower level. I put that shit like that shit is a C. Y'all talking about that shit is an A plus. Some of y'all said it was the best movie of the year. They Clone Tyrone is like a C. It's not really a good movie, and I don't even know why like they would put my name in it. Like, why would y'all make a movie with Tyrone in it when y'all know like Tyrone sets the fucking standard, dog? So no, I'm pissed off about that movie. I'm like, yo, nobody should watch it. And they stole some shit from like Undercover Brother, the chicken. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was that worst, dog. I told y'all I like classes. Thanksgiving was that worst. Thanksgiving was like Pilgrim Scream or something. I don't know how to say. But it was like it's like Scream. It's like all those other movies. It's done well, it's acted well, the killings was killings. This is what I like when it comes to horror films. They don't have to be the plot doesn't have to be that great. The villain doesn't have to be that great. Nothing has to be great about a slasher film. You just gotta enjoy it. You just gotta have fun with it. This movie was fun. This movie was enjoyable. This movie took me back to like that Scream, that Friday the 13th, that whole slasher element. You know what I mean? That Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, it bring me back to slashers, and that's all you got to do. Like, I don't understand why the horror genre is getting so difficult. Slashers are the easiest way to go. They don't take that much effort. Like Halloween ends, and the Halloween on them, the last Halloween, they try to get too smart. They try to get too smart. Go back to what y'all do best. Go back and do some shit like Thanksgiving was doing, because that shit was good as hell. I like Thanksgiving. And that's probably the best horror movie that I've seen this year because like I said, I like slashes. I don't want nothing that has to be smart. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm going to end the show with that. Now, listen, if y'all know some movies that I missed, some movies that I didn't see, some movies that y'all think I should have saw, like I said, I'm going to go back and see some of the movies that I said I didn't see, like Past Lives and like The Holdovers and stuff like that. And I'm going to watch some more movies on Netflix or whatever. And I may have to, go on my TikTok. Go on my TikTok. If I watch another movie, I'm definitely gonna put that shit on TikTok. You know what I mean? So you can go on my TikTok and see my updated versions of the movies that I watch. I'm definitely gonna watch Godzilla -1, 2, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. And yeah, during the year I do talk about the movies, but at the end of the year, like I said, I just like to recap or like to talk about movies that I didn't see, and that's what I did here. And that's about it. Do I have any shout outs this week? I don't think I have no shout outs this week. I do want to say that you got to go and visit the other podcast sites. You got to visit the Starting Five podcast, the Starting Five with the number 5, and it's on YouTube. We got the Wrestling Podcast. That's DA Wrestling, like duh, like like Black Talk, the Wrestling Podcast. You got to visit UWO Podcast if you like wrestling. They got a podcast, UWO Podcast. It's on Facebook. Just look up UWO Podcast on Facebook, and it'll come up. And then you can follow them and like them and subscribe and go watch their shit too. Shout out to Bigger Cook. Bigger Cook is a up and coming rap artist. Shout out to Thought Squad. What else? I guess that's it. I guess I can wrap this thing on up. Shout out to my co-host cousin who came through real good today. And That's like I said, keep listening, keep following. Tell your mom, tell your friends, tell the babies, tell your roaches in your crib. Yeah, you got roaches. I saw them. Tell them motherfuckers to listen and watch. And I'll see y'all next time. Holla back.